The same structure in building alliance in task 3 as we did in task 2. Meaning we're going to do bond, goals, and tasks. So we're going to want to bond with the parent. We want to get to know them better. In an ABFT, we have 2 main ways that we do that, which I'm going to talk about. The goal is that we want to get the parent's commitment to being there for their adolescent in a different way. That for many adolescents, their parents might be doing really great things, but it's not a good fit for them. And so we have to help parents understand that it's not a good fit. And for other adolescents, they feel like their parents aren't doing good things, and the parents might be doing hurtful things, and helping the parents be able to own that. We have methods to do that in ABFT that I'm going to talk about. And then our task, once parents have agreed to that goal, then our task is to prepare them, just like we did with the adolescent. Was there a question?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about a family that I have worked with in the past, but let's just say the adolescent just gets diagnosed with some kind of a learning disability, for instance, and kind of fell through the cracks up until 7th, 8th grade.
Yeah. Would
you consider adding another session there too to help the family understand what now this means, this new diagnosis? Or?
Well, I'm not sure a whole session would be needed for that. Certainly that's something we would want to help the family talk about in task 5. Okay. But it's also something we probably want to talk about with the parent. And I'm going to hold that for a second because I'm going to get to that. And I'll address that. Yeah. Okay. So, for us, we want to bond with the parent. We need to build trust with this parent. A parent is not going to join you. A parent is going to be limited in their insight and not want to be vulnerable with you unless they trust you. So not only do we want to serve as a secure base for the adolescent, we want to serve as a secure base for the parent as well. It is hard to have an adolescent struggling with mental health issues. These parents need our support. So we want the parent to feel appreciated by us. We want the parent to see us as a resource. And we want to assure the parent we're not going to blame them. So this is all in your skill in how you approach the parent. For me, one of the things that I keep in mind when doing task 3 is that I'm constantly wanting to pull out the parent's intent. So their caregiving instinct, which doesn't always translate into behavior, right? You can have really good intent while doing something, but the other person on the end of that behavior, so the adolescent might not perceive it as having good intent, or it might not feel good to them. But for me, it's when I can validate, acknowledge the parent's intent, that's, I think, what helps parents bond to me and trust me, and feel acknowledged and heard by me and recognized. So as we're getting to know the parent, we're always looking for obstacles that might inhibit relationship building, so might get in the way of them building a relationship with their kid, and or you. And we're also looking for the parent's strengths that are going to facilitate their relationship with their kid. So we have 2 main ways in ABFT that we bond with parents. I'm going to give you an overview of them today, and for those of you who are with us on day 3, we're going to go much more in depth about these. One of the main ways we bond with parents is by exploring their stressors. So we want to understand the effect that divorce has had on them. If it's a 2-parent family, we're going to be talking to the couple about their relationship. And we're going to go more in depth about how we do that on day 3. But we want to make an assessment of their relationship related to the kid. Do they work together? Are they on different pages? I know there was this question this morning about parents who have really different parenting styles. This is the place we're going to address that. We're going to help parents talk about their different parenting style, get in touch with what that's like for each of them to experience the other parent having such a different parenting style, and then help them think about the impact that has on the kid, with our goal of helping the parents work together better. Some parents we might refer to couples counseling. Others, they don't need couples counseling. A session or 2 will be helpful. We're also going to be talking to parents about unemployment, health issues they might have, their own mental health issues that they might have. We're going to be, assessing, is there stability in their housing? And if not, this is also a place where we're starting to gather what resources we need to help this family with. This is where that issue of learning disorder would come in. So what is it like to know now that their kid has learning disorder? What do they know about the learning disorder? What do they understand? And we might do a little bit of psychoeducation with the parent about how this learning disorder might impact their kid's ability to talk and think and interact. So not just the academic piece of things, but in their relationship, so that it can start building empathy on the parent's part. Once we help the parents talk about their own stressors, we want to get the parents effectively connected to their own stressors. So we don't want to break the parents apart. We need these parents to be strong, walk out the door, but we want the parents to get in touch with their own experience of these stressors. So if I have a parent talking about the fact that they've got to work 4 jobs and they're really stressed out about money all the time and they're talking about it like this, they're not really connected to their own pain. So we want to get parents connected to, this is really hard. Having to work 3, 4 jobs, constantly worrying about money, that drains you. And we want parents to recognize the effect it's having on them. And once parents have emotionally connected to their own experience, their emotional experience related to these stressors, that opens parents up to then start thinking about how do these stressors impact their parenting.